I am going to be using a 14-inch frame from the Dollar Tree. If you have a 16-inch, you could do this with a 16-inch as well. Terry is asking how she can find tonight's live.
Yep,
She says she's on the channel.
I'm
You're on
on
it?
it.
Nice bunny, right, Clara? I got them at Craft Outlet. You guys, Craft Outlet is amazing. I absolutely love the quality of their supplies, and I order from them a whole lot. Hi, Jan. Hey, Tammy. Hi, Mary. All right, guys. So I'm going to start attaching my stems. And if you've watched any of my past lives, I'm on a tinsel stem kick right now, which it comes in packages like this on a roll, and I cut them the length of a regular chenille stem or pipe cleaner. And this is what I've been using on my work frames. And there's a couple of reasons. One, they're stiffer, and it seems like they grip and hold the frame better. So for me, that's a plus because I have, RA in the achy hands. So it just seems like I don't have to exert as much pressure to get the same tight of a twist as I would, trying to manhandle them, pulling them apart.
Hi, boss.
Who?
Rita.
Hi, Rita.
Boss.
All right. There are several different ways that you can attach your stems to a frame. I'm going to show you one variation tonight.
Hi, Marlene. Hope you're not freezing too bad. I'm sorry. I know it gets very cold up there.
Yeah.
If you guys are losing the feed, I'm not sure what's going on. We've had a couple of issues, and I'm not sure if it's our end, Facebook, your internet. So it could be various things.
There is no telling.
Right now, there's no telling. So the best bet is, either refresh your page.
Yep.
That little circle, half circle with the arrow on it. Click out, come back, and hopefully that'll work.
Yeah, try that. Just try refreshing your page if you're freezing up.
Kathy, welcome. I'm glad you're coming to our first live.
Yeah.
So if you're watching our first live, I tend to be here and just do a lot of chit-chatting. That's what you get for watching a live. At the end when we're done with the live, there'll be a replay. And
there'll be question and answer, so let's take a test at the end. Just kidding.
At the replay, if you're wanting to save it, share it to your page, and you can always go back to it later and fast forward through all the banter of my chit-chatting and go straight to the part where she's teaching something useful.
We would love it if you guys did share. We're trying to build our business, get our name out there, and with each share that you guys give us, it helps us accomplish that goal. Plus, you never know who's on your friends list that might want to get crafty too.
So it's everybody's saying it's all Facebook Lives. They've been kind of doing that today.
Yeah, Vicki, I thought the same thing. I've watched a few throughout the course of the day, and all of them were glitching, and some people had to even stop their live and restart again. So if that happens, guys, if for whatever reason we have difficulties and we lose feed, we'll immediately come right back on as soon as we get the bugs worked out. So if you lose us, refresh your page and wait for us to come live again, because we'll be back. I'm making a wreath tonight. Thank you for Kathy for sharing. Boy, I just talked about how these grip this frame better, and I'm doing a really crappy job of trying them on tonight. Hands are kind of achy, so.
It's been about 20 degrees today.
Yeah.
Sunny and 20. It's always one of those, hey, it looks great outside, and you walk outside and you're like, oh
snap.
Lord.
No, back inside. Quick, shut the door. Dorothy, if your screen froze, if you can hear us, just refresh your page.
Yeah, it seems that it's a all the way across the board kind of issue with Facebook tonight. So
yeah, sorry,
we
guys.
apologize. Stick with us though. Don't fret. Don't leave us.
No, don't leave us.
Hi, Barbara from Melbourne.
Hi, Vicki. Hi, Linda. Glad you made it.
Maybe it's the cold. Maybe it's just the weather.
The internet needs to get warmed up.
Where did you get the pipe cleaners?
Phyllis, they're not pipe cleaners. It's a package of tinsel rope. Comes in a package like this, and you can clip it off for whatever size you need. That's what it looks like. I know it's kind of a mess. I'm sorry. 16 in New Jersey, Jan.
Ooh.
I am so sorry.
Janet just made a bunny with that, or excuse me, made a wreath with that bunny.
Isn't he so stinking cute? I love the rustic look, and
Hi, Pamela, neighbor.
I thought it would be kind of cool to do the bunny. I know everybody's doing bunnies, but you know what?
Well,
I'm going to do one too.
It's going to be
it's
Easter.
Hi, Emma from Oak Ridge. Thank you for joining us again.
Oak Ridge, isn't that the band?
The Oak Ridge
Boys?
Boys? Yeah.
I hate the cold.
Yeah.
I'm originally from Indiana. I love seeing winter from California. Clara, I'm originally from California. I don't miss it.
No.
Except for the ocean.
Yeah.
If I could have my ocean, I'd be a happy man.
And fresh seafood.
Yes.
That's what we miss.
I need my sushi.
Aw, Barbara, thank you.
It's bunny season.
It is bunny
It is
season,
bunny
Jan.
season.
I have, I think, 2 more Easter pieces to do, and then I'm just moving on to spring and every day. Life has been keeping us hopping, you know, behind the scenes in our day-to-day, and I just can't seem to stay caught up. So I'm going to make another Easter piece or 2 that I've got materials for, and I'm calling it quits and moving on. Sharon loves your shirt. That was a Father's Day gift, wasn't it?
Yeah, last year's
Father's Day gift, I think. They didn't have those those hoodies in forever. They were out of stock. And as soon as I got the notification that they were back in stock, I snatched one up because they go quick.
We're from, we live in western Kentucky, southwestern Kentucky, near the land between the lakes, also known as the LBL around here. Jan's moving to North Carolina in 6 months. Nah, pretty closer then.
Yeah, you'll be closer. Fabulous.
Easter falls on April Fool's Day.
Hi, Rosemary.
That'd be the best to do for everybody when they're going out searching to the kids for their Easter eggs.
Oh, I know, right? I think that's quite funny. Hey, you guys, yesterday was Mr. Man's birthday. He feels like an old man today.
Yes. The 1 year older was yesterday. One was the other night, and you guys were still living in Seattle. You were moving it back to Kentucky that way. I don't know how long ago that. But I hope you're happy and spending lots of time with Melissa's grandbaby. We have spent time with the grandbaby. I think once it gets warmer up here where we're at, they'll be spending more time up here.
They live in Florida, so they're used to the warmer climate. It's too cold for them here. All right, guys, so I am going to be using...
Thank you, everyone.
I wanted to make him feel a little special. All right, so I am going to be using 10-inch jute poly mesh. This came here. I don't know if you can see it. The glare is horrible.
Jerry, we're no longer in the Seattle area. We've moved out of Seattle area to Kentucky.
Yeah. Terry, you had said you were from Aberdeen, I think, if I remember correctly. And we used to go to Ocean Shores and go right through Aberdeen all the time.
I look a day over 21. If
Sweet,
you could have seen me what I looked like when I was 20.
Okay, I have some of the mesh that we're going to use cut, but we're going to do the Ruffle Technique. Super easy. I think I liked it the best for the style wreath that I'm going for tonight. Excuse me, as I said, this is 10.5 inch by 10 yards jute poly mesh. It came from Craft Outlet. And I'm going to cut this into either 20 or 30 inch strips. I'm not sure yet. We'll get back to that. And then I'm going to add on top of that some of this. And this is poly jute mesh, 10 inches by 10 yards, but it has this really nice frayed edge on the end. So what is our one complaint when we're working with mesh and burlap and stuff is that it frays. So I thought this was super cool because it's already frayed, so that's part of the look. And we're going for the Rustic bunny, so it matches really well.
Oh no, everyone's having a hard time. I promise we're still going live.
She says the live video is ended. Did it end?
No, we're still good.
Okay, well I'm going to keep going until it just shuts down on my end. So I've already cut this, but I haven't cut this yet. So I'm going to sit here and answer some questions while I cut some ruffles.
Yeah, I'm not guys, we apologize. We're not sure what's going on if you guys are freezing.
You're still good there. I mean, what we're seeing on this end is fine. There's a lot of you who can still see, and a lot of you are freezing. So I'm going to say that this is a Facebook issue tonight, because that's not dropping us. So I'm just going to start with a fresh, clean edge. When you open rolls of mesh, the edges are never even, and they're kind of frayed and you know, ratty looking. So I just trim that part off. And I'm going to trim 2 rolls at a time.
Hope you feel better, Tammy.
Aw, Tammy, I'm sorry you're not well. Feel better soon, hun. All right, so I'm going to put my mesh on my start mark. And I'm going to need you to scoot. No, just scoot a little. I think I'm going to do 20 inches. Yeah.
Hey.
Did I cut you?
I think you almost got me.
I got myself on the finger there last night. No fun. Am I going to do 20 inches? That one's, it covers a lot. Yeah.
To do or not to do 20?
See, because I don't do a lot of preparation beforehand, you guys get to see the uncertainty. Do I do this? No, I do this.
Oh, the lighting? Yeah, our lighting's not the greatest.
Are we having some hot spots?
Well, no, someone's saying, it's one of those instances, is this dress gray? Is it blue? Is it white?
Do you want to move that back a little bit?
Yeah, we
It'll
can move
help
that back.
the hot spot
Better,
areas.
I can turn off one of the sides.
Yeah, play with it for a minute and see if it helps. Last live we had it perfect. There was no hot spots. Is that better, you guys?
Looks a little better.
Well, it does up there. I don't know about here. I think it's those, to be honest. All right. That's still not very good.
Denise, I'm sorry.
That's better? Okay, awesome.
If we can make your day a little bit brighter and make your evening a little bit better, then we're all for it.
Yes. We're happy we don't have the boys tonight. My aunt wanted them to come stay, and they were excited to go because they love it at her house. So
Lenore from he walked away and it was better. Oh, ouch.
I think it's getting better right there. I think
Yeah.
it just needed time to catch up right there. Yeah, that's fabulous.
Yeah, we're good now.
Too many lights. All right. Whoops.
Oh, sorry.
No, you're fine.
I'll hold it.
Okay.
Slacking over here. I'm trying to read
2,
everything.
4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14.
So yeah, much better with the lighting.
Scoop. 16.
Yeah. Thanks, Rita.
What'd she say?
It's a hit or miss. Some days it's really good and some days it's really bad. So
I feel like we're just accomplishing something if we manage to go live. So if we can adjust the lighting as we go and you guys don't mind, we'll do our best. But the fact that we're still having a feed is good in my book. All right, so I'm gonna pull my frame back down here and get started making some ruffles.
you need this.
Nope, you can move it.
All right, moving it.
We can move it.
Yeah, everyone's having a hard time with Facebook tonight.
Yeah, it's just, I'm not sure what's up with it tonight, guys.
Maybe is everybody trying to go live?
Well, I mean, every Friday night, a lot of people go live, so I don't really think it's that. Sometimes Facebook just has its own ideas what it wants to do today. But that's okay. We're going to get through this, guys. Hi, Nick. Thanks for joining us. So what is everybody working on tonight?
Staying warm.
Staying warm. Yeah, I think that's pretty much everywhere. Is there a place to learn about our story, Tanya? Well, we kind of touch on it in every live that we do because we want you guys to know who we are and, you know, be a part of our lives. So we try to talk a little bit about us every time. But in our Etsy shop, I have our story there on our website, on our About Us page. It's there.
Denise, I completely understand. I lost an uncle, what, 2 weeks ago?
Yes.
It was 2 weeks ago I lost my uncle. My dad's older brother, the middle one. So completely understand. I'm sorry for your loss. Let's see, getting ready for the big game.
Yes.
Big game. Oh yeah, the Super Bowl.
Donna, I got my mesh at Craft Outlet.
Yep. Is fabric mesh as easy as poly mesh?
Yes. Fabric mesh to me is a little softer. You know, this Deco mesh, poly mesh, it's, you know, kind of pokey and kind of stiff. And not saying that fabric mesh doesn't hold its shape well, because it's okay for it does. But you know, this kind of mesh right here, it's a little, you know, stiff, which is a good thing. You want it to be stiff. You want it so it holds its shape. That's how you know a good quality mesh.
Apple blossom wreath.
An apple blossom wreath, that's what you're working on? I've really been toying with buying that tutorial because I think they're just gorgeous.
The mesh was cut at 20 inches.
Yes.
20 inches was the mesh was cut. I'm pretty sure I'll get that question again here in a little while.
You'll get it again. That's
so
okay.
if you're watching this right now, please, if you can answer some of the questions as they pop up, that'd be fantastic. I am sorry for all those who are dealing with the frozenness of our live tonight. Again, I'm sorry. I wish there was something I could do to make it better.
We just kind of have to go with the flow. I'm not going to stress over it.
Oh, we look like we did farming.
Did we?
Yeah.
Well, it's still going up
it's still
there.
going up there, but
We're getting better feed on our phone than we are from the laptop.
yeah. So we're good on the phone. The other thing is, I'm watching what you guys are watching to see it as well. So.
Uh-oh. It looks like maybe we did.
No, we're back.
Okay. Whew! Facebook's keeping us on our toes tonight. So I cut the mesh at 20 inches. The mesh is 10 inches wide. And we're doing the ruffle along the bottom. I just got that other ruffle in that tie. I got to back that out.
Clara said she's quilted. Clara quilted all day.
Ooh, fun.
I know we're okay for some, not okay for others. Sorry, guys. I just came on and heard that this is how you know it's quality mesh. Can you please repeat? How?
How do you know it's quality mesh? By the texture. And I judge by the stiffness. So take, for instance, Dollar Tree mesh. It's very thin, fairly see-through, flimsy, frays a lot. Craft Outlet, where I got this stuff, this particular mesh, which I said is just the jute poly mesh. It's very stiff and thick, and it doesn't hardly fray at all. And I've used this type mesh that you can get off the shelf like at Hobby Lobby, and this far exceeds the quality of that mesh as well.
Whoa, James, are you watching? Are you
Hi,
here,
James.
buddy? Hi, guy.
We miss you guys. Are you getting excited to be a daddy again? Terry, I'm so
Terry.
sorry you're having problems.
If anybody can answer Terry, let her know that the replay, we always post a replay after we're done with the live, so she can always go back and watch it.
Yes, please, if you guys don't mind.
Yeah, help the ones that are having a struggle, just let them know. And obviously they can't see us, but they obviously can still read the comments, so please let them know that they can watch this afterwards.
Sometimes when it's frozen, you can still hear, but, you know, the video is frozen, so just, I don't know, Facebook.
No worries, we'll probably be going
You're welcome, Mitzi.
We're
We're gonna try, yeah.
All right, so tomorrow night, not 100% guaranteed, but we will try to come on tomorrow night and go live. So yeah.
I don't know what I'm making
We don't
yet.
have an idea yet. We'll do like we normally do, shoot from the hip and hope for the best.
Yep. I mean, I have these little plastic trays. I got them at the Dollar Tree. And what I do when I'm planning a wreath, I'll grab my focal point, which in this case was my bunny head. Then I'll walk over to the mesh and I'll pick out my mesh and lomp it in there, and then pick out my ribbon, and I bring all of the ingredients, as I call them, back. And then I set and mull over it and figure out what I'm going to do from there. But that's about as much preparation as I put into any live.
So as you watch, sometimes every now and then I'll come out here, sometimes, I get off work at, in the mornings, and I'll go straight to bed, and I usually don't wake up till about 1:30, and I'll come out here and I'll just see her sitting here, looking at, a pile of, ribbon, mesh, and she's contemplating. You see those wheels turning, trying to figure out what she's going to do and which one she's going to use.
Yep. The creative wheels are always spinning.
Yes.
I don't know. I think we lost it for sure this time.
No.
Okay.
She's fretting, guys. Don't worry. We're still good.
Well, I only look up every once in a while, and I don't see it moving. So
as long as we're on your phone, we're still good. It's just Facebook's obviously having issues tonight. So some people can watch us on their phone and have no problem. I was watching from my phone with no problem. So
it's all good.
It's good. We're just something we're gonna have to deal with tonight. Sorry,
Yep.
Just the way it is.
If you guys can be patient, then I'll quit fretting. I won't. I just don't want to upset you guys. I want you guys to have a nice viewing experience.
Beige? Yeah, it's beige. Right?
What, the mesh?
Yes.
Yeah, it's like a natural, it's a poly jute, so it's got the natural jute strings running through it, and then a little string of white. I don't know if you can see it better there.
Sorry, Debbie.
What's wrong?
I guess it missed it. It's not working for her. So, again, people are just going to have to watch our replay.
Yeah, I guess so. All right.
It's out of your hands, honey.
It is. I know.
There's nothing you can do.
Nope.
Powers going to be.
It's fine. We'll live. This isn't a really long wreath anyway. It's going to go super quick, so.
I got homework. That's why.
Patricia, you're still good on your end and it hasn't frozen? Well, I am happy to know that.
Aw, thanks, Catherine. They always come back for us.
Aw, you guys are awesome.
See, we are some people's cup of tea.
Yeah, some people don't like us. Some people do. It's all good.
Nancy Graham, good here. Just received an order from Craft Outlet, and I agree, mesh is top notch.
Yeah,
There you go.
so much better quality, isn't it?
We can see you, Rosemary. Oh, can we?
I see you. Peekaboo.
Did you really?
I did.
Did you? Wow.
What? I'm a mom.
Yes, because you always say, I gotta go potty. You don't ever say I gotta go to the bathroom.
No. I do the polite mommy way.
What? I gotta go. What are you grilling? You can't just come on here and just say you're gonna go turn on the barbecue. First of all, by turning on the barbecue, you're using gas or you're charcoal.
Oh boy, Mr. Grill Man over here.
Yes.
Whew.
Are you gas or charcoal? I've worked with both. I gotta say, I kind of like having the charcoal.
He likes charcoal.
Much better flavor.
He cooks on gas mostly, but he likes charcoal.
Anytime I can cook on a fire. Let's see. How many ties did you use?
18 ties. And I placed 3 per section, 2 on the top, 1 on the bottom. I just, kind of put the 1 on the bottom in the middle and the 2 on the top, kind of flanking it on either side. And I'm using 10-inch mesh in 2 styles. One is this poly jute, and then here is another poly jute, but it's got frayed edges. So these are the 2 I'm using tonight.
Hi, Sylvia from Texas. How you doing? Glad you can join us.
I cut these pieces at 20 inches, and I'm doing the Ruffle Technique.
I work with preschoolers, and I turn my 20-year-olds. Do you need to potty before we leave?
Right. See, you understand then. I call it mommy talk.
Yes, gas is easy, but charcoal is the best. Yes. I prefer cooking on charcoal. Exactly.
Alright, we're getting...
And every day is grilling weather. I don't care if it rains, snow. You can put up a little hut, and you can still go underneath it. You can find a way to barbecue.
When we were living in Seattle, it didn't matter if it was raining. He went outside and grilled.
We grilled tonight, 19 degrees, beer and brats. There you go.
And we do a lot of whole meals on there. We're a fan of pouch cooking, so he'll dice the potatoes and season them, put them in a foil pouch, and then we'll put corn on the grill, and we'll have like diced potatoes and grilled corn and steak or pork chops or whatever he's grilling. That's like one of our favorite meals. And this stuff is like sticking all over me.
Let's see. Patricia, I am not originally from Kentucky.
Me.
She is. I'm originally from a little town called Modesto in California. That's a northern part of California. Born and raised out there. But yes, no, I don't. People think I have an accent for some reason, but I don't. I grow all year long. That's right.
He is the country boy from Cali, and I am the rocker girl from Kentucky.
Lemon pepper chicken tonight with pouched potatoes.
Ooh.
Oh, man.
That sounds really good.
I'm going to get hungry. So watch, now after this, I'll go on my Facebook, and either I or her will start posting food pictures and
For the rest of the night.
recipes from wherever for the rest of the evening. Which ones?
Can you hand me that mesh, please? Thank you, sir.
And then get ourselves all hungry. Love foil pouches. Great for chip. Exactly.
Right, now I'm going to add this as well. This is 10 inches, but it includes the length of your frayed edges and your width. So this is 10 inches, and I cut it at 10 inches, and I'm going to ruffle it.
Oh, yes, Patricia. She was gone for a long time. But when you get her angry, that's when it comes back.
Yeah.
What took us to Kentucky? Getting out of the city. Having 2 boys. Where we lived at that moment, my sons had already been involved in 2 lockdowns at their school because of shootings in and around the area. And it was just time to get them out of that environment. I grew up in that kind of environment, and I mean, not the school shootings kind of thing, but just rough kind of thing. And I didn't want my boys growing up that way, and we figured we'd come out to Kentucky where things were just a little bit more simpler and more outdoors, where they could go outdoor and play, rather than being in a apartment complex running around in a parking lot. So.
In the apartment complex we lived in, the kids weren't allowed to ride their bikes or scooters even in the parking lot. So, yeah, we when the military, told us where to live, that was one thing. We didn't have a choice, but now that we have a choice, we came home.
How about some enchiladas? Love enchiladas. I can make some enchiladas.
Yes, Teresa, I will. There'll be a replay afterwards, or you can share it to your page, and it'll be there for you to watch when you're ready. For those of you that are just joining, we would appreciate if you would share to any your pages or any groups that you think might want to see what we're doing tonight.
Candy, all this came from Craft Outlet.
Craft Outlet.
Let's see. What is the size of your mesh already on your room?
The mesh that I've already put on the wreath is 10-inch mesh, and I cut it in 20 inches.
Is the poly jute natural with ivory?
Yes.
Yes. And Tiffany, you are welcome. It was my honor.
He loves answering the questions.
I had Angela say Tex-Mex style. Ew. Sorry, I'm not a big fan of Tex-Mex. Sorry.
Thank you for sharing, Tina.
I'm first generation born in the United States, so I grew up with my grandmother making homemade and my mom making homemade. So, sorry.
I'm Judy from West Virginia. I am really liking this frayed edge.
I can go for some carnitas and some carne asada right now, and right off the grill.
So I really like this frayed edge mesh.
All right.
It adds such a nice texture to
Let's
this wreath.
see. Lisa froze on her end, but I still see messages.
Lisa, if you can hear us, refresh your page back out and refresh it and come back in.
Let's see.
Oh.
Did she fray that herself? No.
No.
It actually came that way.
If you can fix the glare, here's what it
Well, that's for this one, right?
No, it's for the one that I'm
The fray
putting
one?
on. Yeah.
Alright.
It's show them that side.
Okay.
Yeah, that side.
Got a little glare there.
Oh, we didn't flip the camera.
Oh, man.
Dang.
Poly jute mesh, 10 by 10 yards. Item number is Romeo Papa, or excuse me, RP 830294. Natural with white snowdrift. Alright, hold on. Let me go back over here. Let's see. Hi, Stephanie from Avondale, Arizona. Good to see you both. My anniversary yesterday, 60 years.
Happy anniversary. 60 years. That's impressive.
That's wow.
Congratulations.
I got engrossed in cupcake wars that I shared. I did share to try to gain pro IE points.
Aw, bro points. Well, thank you. Bro points added.
What does it cost for one? This one, I don't know.
The cost for the mesh, I don't remember exactly, but it was probably between $6 and $8.
If someone can hit up Craft Outlet, I'm pretty sure you can probably get it there and share it with the rest of the group. That'd be fantastic.
And the one roll, if like I'm using it here, can do 2 wreaths.
Vienna, I hope I just answered that. It's from Craft Outlet. See, at the mesh, I haven't used it. I'm thinking of using it in a scarecrow wreath.
Oh, that'd be
cool.
fun, yeah.
Leslie, if you do happen to make that one, please share that with us so we can check that out.
Yeah, fabulous.
I made a scarecrow wreath out of that kind of mesh last fall. So, all right, if you guys have them, please share them to our page, and so you can see them.
Yeah, I believe I've got things set up now so you guys can share. You can post to the page. So
let's see, Candy 850 just checked. All right, thank you guys.
Thank you.
I love when everybody helps each other out.
Yeah.
It's so awesome.
You guys are awesome. Thank you for all the help. And as I said, by doing it this way, I cut it in 10-inch pieces, and I'm adding 1 to every tie.
Brownie points. That's what it was supposed to say.
Oh, brownie points. Okay, not bro points. But by cutting this in 10 inches, I will get 2 wreaths out of that one roll
Have a
of
safe
mesh.
trip, Cheryl. She's headed down to Georgia.
Well, Cheryl, are you going to be coming through our neck of the woods close enough we could run and hang out with you guys for a lunch or something? Because going to Georgia, I'm not sure the route that you'll take, but you might come fairly close to us.
Let's see.
Cheryl's my family, guys. Sorry.
Let's see. Someone just said, "Oh, Wendy, how did the two of you meet?"
MySpace.
Yes, there's a little thing called before Facebook. There was a thing called MySpace, and my profile picture had just a picture of the one tattoo. She commented onto it, and you know.
Oh, he was sitting there all cute, like it's what he calls his blue steel. I don't know if you've ever seen Zoolander, but he calls it his blue steel. And he was sitting there doing his like this, and The Rock. Sorry, he's sitting there like this, all kicked back in a chair, and he's showing his arm. He's got his tattoo and everything. And I messaged him. I'm like, hey, nice tat.
And guy with tat with girl that likes tats, and here we are 12 years later.
12 years. We met on MySpace. We dated, about a month and a half, 2 months. He asked me to marry him. So we started dating in March. We were married in June. And we're still together 12 years later. So we are one of those meeting online success stories. Now, I'm not going to sit here and tell you that things haven't gotten hard, because they sure have. Marriage ain't easy no matter who you are. But at the end of the day, we love each other, and that's what matters. Jan, you met yours 20 years ago in online chat. See, back then it was almost unheard of, and it was almost it kind of taboo. Yeah, you didn't want to mention where you met, your significant other, because then you got labeled and stereotyped. So now it's like the thing. It's how you meet people. It's not going to bars or to church or to singles functions. It's let's just swipe right.
I think people will be like, "What? You met your husband or your significant other in a bar?"
Right. What's that?
Why didn't you do it like normal people and go online?
Hi, Carolyn from Mississippi. Leanne, you met yours on AOL. Yep.
Wendy, I was military. I was stationed over down south of here at Fort Campbell. My first duty station. 24 years old, fresh out of basic training, and I had just turned 25 when I met her, and
I'm 8 years older than him.
She snatched me up while I was still young and who didn't know better. She took advantage of me.
I lived an hour away, so when I would get off work at 4 o'clock in the afternoon, I would drive an hour to go stay with him in his barracks room, and I would be up and out before room inspections the next morning on my way back home to get ready for work. And then on the weekends, he would come to my apartment, where I lived an hour away, and spend the weekend. But during the week, I commuted to him every day.
My now husband came to my door and rang the bell. He fixed my air conditioner.
Blind date. Awesome.
Awesome.
All right, guys. I think I cut a couple extra pieces of mesh. Oh, no. I missed a piece.
Jen, I met him in a chat room called Cops Who Flirt.
Cops Who Flirt. I love it. That's fabulous. Cops Who Flirt. That's great. I love hearing everybody's story and how they met.
Would you spray this with the E6000?
Would I spray this with the E6000? Sure, yeah. I would, as always, I would probably spray it before I put any kind of embellishments or ornaments on. But for this, you could. I'm not going to, though, on this particular one, for the simple fact that I'm using frayed edge mesh. So if there are any frays from this other mesh on the bottom, they're going to blend right in. You're not going to see them at all. And because I'm going for the rustic look, it kind of all fits into the big, puzzle together.
Met my husband at our kid's wedding, my son and his daughter's wedding. Wow.
Wow. Wedding crashers? No, I'm just kidding.
He was an LA County Deputy Sheriff.
That's fabulous.
Awesome.
Do you,
Hi, Emily.
Hi, Emily. Do you make police wreaths? The ones, like Back the Blue and stuff? I've seriously considered making one of those because I think they're adorable.
If she doesn't, I will as soon as spring break comes around.
All right, guys. So,
Julie from Japan.
All right, here is what we're looking at so far. I'm going to hold it up close so you guys can get a better idea of the mesh. I'm sorry I bumped the camera just a little bit. So here's what that looks like. Isn't it super stinking cute? I am in love with this. This is gorgeous.
The frayed mesh came from Craft Outlet.
Yes, everything we're using tonight came from Craft Outlet, except for maybe a couple of the ribbon choices and the carrots. Those came from Trees and Trends. But I'm not even 100% sure which ribbon I'm going to use yet. And I'm not even sure if I'm going to use these carrots. But I do have, I'm going to take them out because you can't really see.
I think go.
Well, I've got the bunny head. I just don't want to overload it because I wanted this to be a simple piece.
Oh, she did mess up the sound, huh? She
Did
did
I?
hit the mic. Don't worry, hold on, guys. This is what happens when she. This is what happens when she kind of gets a little excited about doing stuff like this.
I do get excited.
She knocks stuff over. So sorry about that.
All right, so here are the little carrots, guys. and they came in a 3-pack from Trees and Trends. I don't know if you guys are in an area that has Trees and Trends. I had only heard about them until we moved back to Kentucky, because up in Seattle they didn't have them. So,
thanks, Paulette. Okay, everyone, just so to pause real quick, she hit the mic, knocked the mic off the computer. You guys lost sound. We're back. Hopefully you guys are sounds good now. She got a little rambunctious with that wreath.
I get excited, guys, because I mean, some of these things are so stinking cute, and I just I go crazy. All right, so let's see. I have some tubing, but I don't want to use.
No.
I don't want to use this because that's going to disappear into all of the color in the wreath. I have this much of this green tubing, and it's jute tubing, so it's the same texture as this. I think I'm going to add this maybe to every other tie. See if I can make it work. Let's see here.
Love the carrot. Sounds good. Good to go. All right, we're back in business with sound. Cindy, we're in Kentucky, Louisville here. We live near the land between the lakes, Cindy. Crazy night, can't see you or Paul on my laptop. Thank goodness you are working on my phone. Excellent. When there's a will.
Oh, my nose ring's coming out.
When there's a way, there's a will. When there's a will,
there's a way. Yeah.
Yeah, you all know what I mean.
I do not have enough of this to go in every tie, so I am going to put it in every other, and we're going to make this work.
You should tell them about your new scissors.
Oh, guys. So for any of you who have been following us since the beginning, you know that I've been using like Dollar Tree Betty Crocker scissors, or the free ones you can get at Harbor Freight with the coupon. I've been using those pretty much since I started this business. But Mr. Man here surprised me yesterday and brought me home 2 pair of titanium scissors. Let me tell you what, these cut like butter. I cannot believe, I'm kind of kicking myself that I have gone this long using those other scissors when I could have saved my hands so much work. These are amazing. Titanium all the way, guys.
I did good.
He did good. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4. It's gonna be iffy. 5, 6, 7.
Yeah, guys, if you guys are having issues with your with us on our live, I don't know what to tell you. It's
Facebook's not been happy today.
Facebook's not big happy. Pretty much every live that we've caught from earlier has been having issues. So just bear with us.
Sorry,
let's
guys.
see. It's time for a hot donut run at Krispy Kreme. Sending
Ooh,
my
Krispy
husband.
Kreme.
Ooh. Roxanne, the scissors. The scissors actually came from
Office Depot.
Office Depot. It was a pack of 2 for $10.
But you can get them on Amazon. I think you can get these at Walmart. Various places. They're pretty standard scissors. If you just look for titanium,
How long have you done these?
and these are 6 or 8 inch, I think, scissors, but titanium is where it's at. I cut them at about 22 inches, roughly somewhere around in there. That one looks
Valentine's
really long.
points for JC.
Yeah.
I honestly wasn't trying to go for the points, but I figured she had been complaining about the fact that her scissors were starting to wear out and she was needing them, and I was actually leaving work. I got to leave work early.
I had to go get me some boxes.
I had to get boxes. I was supposed to go to class, but it was my birthday, and I didn't want to go.
So he played hooky.
I played hooky that day. Just because it was my day and I could do whatever I want. But I found those scissors and got him to go.
He's awesome, you guys. I have a good guy. Do we have any kind of questions?
How long are those? These were
About 21 inches. I didn't have a whole lot of the tubing left, so normally I might do 3 or 4 loops with 2 tails, but because I'm trying to make this stretch, I'm just doing 2 loops and 2 tails.
Let's see. Beginner wreath designer, new to watching you guys. Love watching. Thank you. We love to do this.
Guys, I do have a private coaching group that actually I went in there tonight and did like the welcome, the meet and greet, and gave them some homework before our lesson. And yeah, so if you guys are interested in learning how to make wreaths, I do offer the private coaching group.
Let's see, what is that? That makes them even better when good man. Thank you, Katie. Let's see, guys. Let's see. I'm trying to catch up on at Home Depot. Did you say? No, it was
Office Depot.
Office Depot. But you can probably go on to Amazon and just type in titanium scissors.
I know Amazon has them. They're the Westcott titanium non-stick. They're either 6 or 8 inches, but I know these are on Amazon.
The burlap came from Craft Outlet.
All of it.
All of it.
Everything you see here, except for the carrots and a couple of the ribbons, came from Craft Outlet. The carrots and the 1 or 2 of these ribbons, I'm not sure if I'm even going to use them yet, but some of the ribbon and the carrots, they came from Trees and Trends.
Jamie, you have a thin blue line and a thin red line wreath on her craft page, Down Home Crafts and Creations. Excellent. I'll probably take a look and peek just to see how they look.
All right.
Sandy, thank you. What color is the first layer?
You can hold it up for him. It's polyjute burlap. It's natural, and it's got a stripe of ivory going through it.
So is it blue or is it white?
Is it blue or is it white?
How many rolls?
1.
1 roll. But you used 2 right there.
I am horrible at math, you guys. I know I cut 2 at a time. So the roll is 10 yards, so that's what, 30 feet? And I cut 18 ruffles at 20 inches. So what's the math? 18 ruffles at 20 inches?
Let's see. We need to write down the name, Paulette.
Paulette, what?
Paulette.
The group is called Halo, Haylo, Private Wreath Studio. For anybody who's interested in the private coaching group, I do teach a designed wreath a month. I cover 1 business topic. This month we're covering Etsy. And I probably, I'm going to do a couple of bonus tutorials throughout the month for the guys in my group too. So if you're interested, do Halo Private Wreath Studio. Answer the 3 questions that it asks you when you click the join button, because that will allow me to invoice you. And then once you've paid, then I'll admit you to the group and get you started on the training that we're doing this month.
Jan, never seen the thin blue wreath. Would love for you to try to make one someday for me.
His man wreath, if you guys have been watching lately, he's going to be doing a man wreath probably on his spring break. And he was going to do first responders, but we could totally, do a thin blue line. What do you think, honey?
Oh yeah, definitely do that one.
You think so?
Is a private link on here?
Do you think you could try to pin it? I don't know what's been wrong with this lately. It's not letting us comment or pin anything. If anybody wouldn't mind trying to type that in and pin it for us, that'd be great. Lenore, the group is $14.99 a month. You can cancel anytime. It's non-refundable though. So once you've paid for this month, you're in it for the duration of the month. But at the end of the month, if you wish to cancel, just send me an email. So it's $14.99 a month, and as I said, I'll teach 1 specific designed wreath a month. I will cover 1 business topic, and then I'll do bonuses as time permits throughout the month. But I'll also be available to you on a more one-on-one basis to answer questions and help you with your struggles and help you get your business started. Hi, Irina. All right, guys.
Adrian, really, dude? I've seen your
Hi,
beard.
Ruth.
I've seen your beard.
So here we go. I added the polyjute
Watch the mic.
lime tubing. Sorry, guys. Lime tubing. to this. So I hope you guys can see. I'll try to hold it still because I know sometimes we shake it back and forth and it can get you a little seasick.
What is it? Halo
Private Wreath Studio. All right, so let's talk about some ribbon. I am covered in burlap fibers.
One word.
Irina, I didn't really know either. I went live in my private coaching group for a little while doing a meet and greet and giving them some homework assignments. And then I'm like, I need to make this Easter wreath. Let's just hop on and do it on our page real quick because it's not a real in-depth one. It's a very simple. I'm using the bunny head because it's Easter and I think these things are so stinking cute. But first we're going to add some ribbon. Vicki, the wreath frame I'm using is a 14-inch from the Dollar Tree. If you were using a 16-inch, you could still use the same measurements and dimensions that I've used here. Thank you, Sharon. I love Rustic, and I really love the kind of overall aesthetic that this one has. Oh, pushing my ribbon away.
Actually, let's see. Oh, where'd that question just go?
What? Mickey, the frayed mesh is 10 inches wide.
Oh, there it is.
And I cut it at 10-inch and 10-inch strips.
Paula, yes, we are planning one of those. How we do our shipping and cutting the boxes and all that. We are planning on doing one of those, so just
Yes.
hang tight. Most likely, if we do it, it'll probably be a recording.
Yeah.
Where we just kind of do a tutorial. You'll see me do a tutorial, or Mel hold it, and I'll go through the steps of everything, and then we'll go into the live from that recording and answer questions from there after everyone's got a chance to watch it and
Very good.
questions that way.
All right.
Why is the burlap frame so much? Because it came that way. It was purposely done that way.
It is frayed edge burlap, snowdrift. It's got like, the snowdrift or I don't know. I pretty much think it's called snowdrift, but it's got the white. It feels so soft, cottony, and the edges are frayed. It is 10 inches from, frayed edge to frayed edge. Do I sell the wreaths, Billy? Yes, I do. We have an Etsy shop. It's Halo Creative Designs. Could you not pin it?
Yeah, I was trying to. You were kind of in the theme, so I was just.
Oh, okay. He's
Let's see, Halo Private Wreaths.
Private Wreath Studio.
Yeah.
Yeah. So click it and pin it. Yep. There you go. Okay. Sorry. Right now, I'm going to try to decide what ribbon to use.
If you're coming into us, everything that she's showing you guys as far as ribbon, burlap, or mesh, the bunny, all of that came from Craft Outlet.
These two actually came from Trees and Trends.
Oh. I was made a liar just now.
The lights you can't see.
We gotta figure out lighting.
Yeah.
Different lighting.
Just trying to figure out.
Let's see, they're digging the polka dot one, the orange polka dot one.
Yeah. I definitely want to use these two. Just trying to figure out what I want to do here.
So you mix that with what size mesh?
The frayed edge mesh I mixed with 10-inch poly jute with a little bit of ivory going through it. So this is what's on the bottom. The frayed mesh is on the top in every tie. Then I added some jute tubing in lime green to every other tie. And now I'm going to add some ribbon once I narrow this down here. This is always the hardest part for me because I love ribbon and I like all the patterns.
Did you need a tax ID for the Craft Outlet?
No, you do not. They're retail, so anybody can order. I will suggest, though, to wait until you can place at least a $69 order because $69 and above gets free shipping.
Use the check green web orange polka dot. That's from Mom.
Yeah, I'm going to use this. I wish you guys could see these colors a little better. The lighting is like not cooperating with us tonight. And I think I'm going to use this. It's kind of a natural canvas with some green, a green strip and white polka dots down the side. So I think I'm going to use this, and maybe the orange polka dots. And I don't know, maybe one of these. I'm just going to start cutting the ones I know I'm going to use and think about it as we go.
Let's see. No tax on order and free shipping from Craft Outlet.
Yes.
Yes, the prices are reasonable, Amanda.
I'm gonna. There you go, guys.
There you go.
So that's the.
But don't hit the camera.
Yeah, I'm
Thanks,
trying not
Charlene.
to hit anything. And then here's the plaid. So I just wanted you guys to be able to see the ribbon colors that I was using a little bit better.
Everybody's got jokes.
All right. Gonna cut some ribbon, and I'm going to cut it, I don't know, I was thinking maybe 12 inches, but let me see.
How much is this wreath? Wendy, we don't know yet. We haven't decided that part yet.
I'm gonna do 12 inches.
How do you decide what length to cut the ribbon?
You cut the ribbon, as a rule of thumb, about 2 inches longer than your wreath base mesh. So if you did 10-inch poofs, you'd want 12-inch ribbons. If you did 12-inch poofs, you'd want 14-inch ribbons. In this case, I'm using 10-inch mesh in the ruffle, so it's only 10 inches, only 10 inches wide. So I'm going to use 12-inch ribbons. How many did I just put on here?
I don't know.
1, 2, 3.
Irina's watching
4,
and
5, 6.
making her Valentine's Day.
7, 8, 9.
No gingham.
I am going to use one of the ginghams. I just don't know which one yet.
What's a gingham?
This is gingham.
Oh.
For those of you that don't know, this is a gingham print. Kind of like the checkered.
Plaid.
Sort of, yeah.
Why do we gotta get a funky name?
I don't know. Call it the Jumahiki if you want.
It's red. There's no other colors. It's red. Then there's blue.
No, there's all different shades.
No. Okay, there's a darker red and a lighter red.
You're funny. All right. I'm a little unhappy with this one. As you
Yes,
can
to
see,
gingham, absolutely. Again, with the gingham. Can't we just say the little blad?
It came apart. So I'm going to, it was just on this one piece. It had a loose edge. So I'm going to cut another tail for that one. Woo!
You're funny, JC. Right? I mean, come on.
He's a hoot.
Gingham? Why do we have to make fancy names for just simple things?
He's a guy, y'all. He doesn't get it.
Is it just gingham? Again. Gingham.
He's just a guy.
The name is older than JC is.
Yes.
Yes. Anything before 1981 is pretty much older than me.
Oh, you're a baby.
Especially her.
He's sleeping on the couch tonight, y'all. Just kidding. He picks on me all the time.
How are you guys able to stay married and work together?
You want to answer that? I don't know.
I get to pick on her a lot.
He does.
But here's the thing. We do this because we enjoy it. We like chatting with everybody. One of the things when we said we were going to start this business was she was going to be the artist, the crafter one. And I was just going to be here for support. And it looks like we're having issues with this one.
All right, guys, I'm going to have to scrap this idea because every piece that I'm cutting is coming apart like this. So I'm going to show you up close. Here's the ribbon, and the edges are just, I'm ever so gently pulling. So we're going to scrap this ribbon and go a different direction. Logan will be happy because this will go in his craft box.
Let's see.
That's
So
kind of a
again,
bummer.
why are we able to stay married and work together? We have fun.
Good sense of humor.
Good sense of humor. We have fun.
Realistic expectations.
Yep.
We know.
No pillow, no blanket for you. Oh, crap. No bueno.
You in trouble now.
Hated the Betty Crocker scissors.
Yeah. I mean, they're good if you need, if you can't spend, money on a good pair of scissors. They're perfectly fine.
Deb, oh, you are so lucky to have each other. Yes.
We are.
Yes, we are.
6, 7.
So I'm guessing we're going to be
8.
calling crap. Here's a prime example with the fact that you got that from...
No, I got that one from Trees and Trends.
Ah.
Craft Outlet.
Missed opportunity.
No. Craft Outlet has fabulous customer service, you guys. If there's anything whatsoever wrong with your order, they make it right. I have not been disappointed by them at all.
Yes, Arlene, I hope I said that right. I know I'm fuzzy, Mom. That's called a beard. Hot glue that ribbon for another time. Oh, I don't know about that one.
I don't know. The way it came apart, I don't think I'd be comfortable putting that in a wreath.
The ribbons came from, where's the ribbons?
Most of them came from Craft Outlet. This print right here came from Trees and Trends.
Nick uses Betty Crocker scissors. That's right.
He does, and that's where I learned about the Betty Crocker scissors. When I first started, I was using the freebies from Harbor Freight. They were horrible.
But JC found the titanium ones at Office Depot. Pack of 2 for $10.
Go grab some, guys.
Go grab some.
They're worth it. So $5 for a pair of titanium scissors.
Oh, you meant the picture on your notebook, Mom. Gotcha.
Oh. Yeah, Facebook, I guess, is having issues. I don't know.
Carolyn legit guest on Halo. Okay, Halo is H-Y.
H-A-Y.
H-A-Y. What did I say?
H-Y.
H-Y. H-A-Y-L-O for our Halo. Then Halo Private Wreath Studio.
Yes. All right, so I'm going to decide if I want to put just one of these.
Because you saw your wreaths on Etsy, I'm curious why you give your secrets away.
Sharon is Karen. I want to help everybody. I had a lot of help when I first started this. There are, a bunch of designers who were doing lives, and, that in combination with YouTube is what got me started. So I want to be that inspiration for someone else, because this has been a life changer for me, you guys. I started this business officially around the middle to end of September. And I have tried to hit it as hard as my life would let me, which we've, moved cross country, had health issues, just lots of life, issues thrown at us. But I want to show everybody that you can grow an online business. And that's kind of why I started the private coaching group as well, because I pay every month. I pay for creative mentors and business coaches, and I can share that with you guys.
Oh, my little buddy Jacoby's not with you tonight? Let him know I said hi.
Kathy, thank you. Once the live is over here and I shut things down, I get the pictures taken and everything, I'll sit down and I'll send out invoices for those of you who did request to join the group, and try to get you added tonight. But if not, it may be sometime in the morning. So if you're not in there tonight, don't panic. We haven't done anything yet, except for I've given homework, which for those that join tonight, I'll give you your homework too. Not a lot. Don't be scared.
Wendy, she's been making wreaths since September.
Yeah. I honestly, though, have paid for some really good teachers to teach me how to do this. I've been very fortunate. When I first started, I started it because I was working full time and they were downsizing. So they cut my hours and my benefits down to half time. And I thought to myself, well, I need to make up that income somehow, because we like to have a life and go do things. So this is what I did to make up some of that income, and now it has turned into a full-fledged, this is my job. This is what I do for a living. And I've got some big things on the horizon, but every time I say that, it seems like life says, here's a hurdle, jump. So I have to keep putting it off, but big things coming.
his birthday's tomorrow. Wish him a happy birthday. If you get him to let him watch, Jacoby, happy birthday, little man. Enjoy it.
So my board here is measured at 12 inches. If I were doing 14-inch tails, I would probably use the spool holder for my Pro Bow, but I'm doing 12, so I use this little board.
The Pro Bow.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, I sing to myself. It's a good thing the cameras aren't rolling most of the time when I'm in here working. For those of you just joining, if you don't mind giving a quick share to your page or to any groups that you think might want to learn how to make wreaths, we would greatly appreciate that. We're trying to grow our business and get our name out there, and you guys can help us by sharing.
You know we have duct tape now. We can probably do that. Get another piece of board for you.
I know, this is a horrible job, isn't it?
Where is the duct tape?
But it works. I've got it in the drawer over here.
Oh.
I tried to clean up and make things presentable before we went
Dad,
live.
we are in the bluegrass state, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I had to double check because sometimes I forget.
The great state of Kentucky.
I'm hoping to learn enough to earn a little extra money also. I'm a retired teacher. Sorry, JC. Why are you sorry? I'm trying to become a teacher. There's no need to be sorry.
He's super excited, you guys.
Do you like the Pro Bow better than the Bodabra? Yeah, she does.
I use both.
Oh.
I do love my Pro Bow because
mind.
it makes super high quality, gorgeous bows with very little work from your hands. And because I have rheumatoid arthritis, any help I can give my hands is a plus. But there are just some bows that are easier to make on the Bodabra. So I use both. I even make some pieced together hand bows because it's hard for me to hold all of the ribbon in my hand to make a full-fledged hand bow. So it just depends on what I'm working on and the kind of bow that I'm going to be using on that piece. And this is getting all twisted up. I lost count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Thank you, Chisa. I just got a year.
8.
I'm hoping to be done by next May 2019. Susan, you're just catching us. We're in the middle of, or near the end of making a craft outlet bunny Easter wreath with a single bunny head. This little guy right here. If you share it to your page or your Facebook, you can go back and rewind it to the beginning and see exactly how it all came together. For any of you who are coming in and watching now, again, once this live is over, you can share it and watch the replay and fast forward all the parts where I'm talking and get to all the parts where she's teaching and being creative.
Alrighty.
Let's see. Hello from South Carolina. Can you show us how to use it? I've been thinking about getting one.
Use the Pro Bow? Yeah, sometimes I do make bows on our lives. I can totally do a wreath sometime in the next few days that I'll use my Pro Bow on. But I do have a tutorial on our YouTube channel if you want to check that out before then.
Yes, we have a YouTube channel as well. Just go to YouTube and look up Halo, Haylo, Creative Designs.
Perfect.
And you will find all our videos that we've done for our lives on there, including her tutorials. And even catch our very first live way back when our entire background was nothing but black.
And I wore black, and we were working with black mesh, and nobody could see a stinking thing.
Dad, what will I be teaching? I am working on my history degree to get my certificate in social studies to become a history teacher, teaching 8th grade through 12th grade, and then working on my master's to eventually become a college professor teaching history.
Professor Castellanos. I like the way that sounds.
So yeah, I'm a huge history buff. I'm a history nerd. Anything I can to get my hands on anything that deals with history, I soak it up like a sponge.
Mm-hmm.
So, yes. I had a history teacher back when I was in 8th grade named Mr. Monroe, and pretty much from that day forth, anything that dealt with history was just stuck with me.
All right, guys, I am taking the 2.5 inch and putting it in each tie that doesn't have the green jute tubing in it. And I am opening the ties to lay it down in there because I don't want it sitting right on the top, and the ties are pretty full from this thick mesh that we've used. Are there any questions?
No, everyone's just saying good for me and
Okay.
good luck.
Yep. From what I can see, it's most of you guys who are with us every time we're live, so you kind of already know us and know the answers.
Sylvia Villanueva, ¿hablas español? Sí, me habla. No hay mucha gente aquí de habla español, so cuando me habla es cuando habla con mi papá, mi mamá, y toda mi familia, los todos hablan en español.
All right. So now I finished the outside with that ribbon. I'm going to work on the inside row. And since I use the tinsel rope for my ties instead of pipe cleaners, I won't cut these off. I'm going to leave them as part of the design. I'll probably just kind of give them like a little curly, tail, and just leave them, because honestly it's hard to even find them in all of this sea of burlap, natural color. What am I doing? Gonna put it in the same one.
See, I'm a geologist and love history also. Awesome. Thank you. Good luck. We need some more great teachers. We need a lot of great teachers. That's for sure.
I told him he better be prepared to be told that he can't teach real history, because he complains all the time about how, they're not teaching what really happened. As you guys probably have paid, attention, that history books have changed what they teach over the course of the years. And I have this fear that when he gets to that point, he's going to say, I'm teaching this. And they're going to say, So I hope he has some flexibility when that point comes. All right, I think this is the last one of these, and then we'll add the 2 1.5 inch, and then we're going to add the bunny head and the carrots, and we'll be done, guys. And if anybody is interested in purchasing this wreath that we're making tonight, it will go in the Etsy shop. Probably take a couple of hours after the live is over, because we'll have to take pictures, and it takes a little while to get things listed in Etsy, but it will be available for purchase after the live later on tonight. Okay, so here we have the 2.5 inch added to every other tie. Okay, and now we're going to go in and add an orange and a green gingham to each tie.
Gingham.
Gingham.
If Hayden was here, it'd be like gingham style.
Oh, Lord, and he'd sing it and do the dance. Love that kid. Okay, and I'm going to add these.
Oh, Dad, don't worry. I will stand my ground. Don't worry about that. I can guarantee you that.
I'm going to add the 2 gingham to the ties with the jute tubing.
Again, she's using the orange and green plaited ribbon to put inside the wreath. Gingham.
You're a mess.
JC needs a gingham tie.
He does. He is a guy who likes to dress up in like pinstripe suits with the suspenders, and he wishes, he says this all the time, he wishes that he could have been alive like in the 40s. He loves that era.
I've heard others say that Damon recommends creating a live posting listing before you even start, and then one of us can grab it up while you are making it. What does that mean?
I'm not sure. Are you meaning like post like an event that we're going to go live? I'm not sure what you meant there. I'm sorry.
Usually when we do our lives, it's we'll plan and say, hey, you want to do a live tonight? Sure, let's do a live tonight. And then we'll come up and give you guys a heads about 20 minutes, because sometimes we just like to be spontaneous,
Yeah.
blah, 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 and just come on here. And then there's other times where we'll say, hey, guys, we'll give you a day's heads up saying, hey, we're going to be live, and let that, momentum build. But again, this is our style. This is what's been working for us. And
Very
whether
informal.
we get 100 people, we get 60 people, 500 people, it is what it is, and we enjoy doing it. And who's ever watching us gets to sit back and enjoy being part of our little family for that hour or two, and we just relax. If I had some coffee, and we'd be chit-chatting, making wreaths, and drinking coffee.
Come up. There we go. Whew. So when I'm adding the 2 gingham prints to the ties with the jute in it, I'm alternating the pattern on top. So in one, I'll do the green on top, and then the next one I'll do the orange on top, and then the next one the green. So I'm alternating the pattern on top. I know for the base here I've used, a lot of different checked ribbons, and visually you need to break all that monotonous color up.
Okay, let's see. I believe you cool. You post the wreath on Etsy before you make it? No. She posts the wreath after she makes it onto Etsy.
I have seen some people post like a Facebook Live picture on Etsy saying, that this is the wreath if you'd like to purchase that, is being made on the live tonight. So, I mean, I guess I could have done that. I don't know. I don't know why I
On Etsy,
didn't.
post your live wreath for sale?
Yeah, that's what I was just saying.
Okay. Post an Etsy before you go live that the wreath is for sale. Don't live. Most others do it. And it's bought before you finish. Okay.
That's a great tip. I will probably be doing that the
on
next
your Etsy
time.
page is made on live Facebook. Her Damon. Okay. I just had a funny thought. I wonder if the squirrels would go after the shaggy mesh if I put a wreath with it on the front door. If they destroyed their raffia on the scarecrow one. Oh, wow.
Oh, if they liked raffia,
Love watching you guys. Thank you. As long as you guys are having fun, we will be here watching. And learn gingham.
gingham.
Done deal. Got my coffee. Is the gingham wire edge? Yes, the plaid stuff is wired.
All of the
Love it.
ribbon that I use will be wired. I do not prefer working with non-wired because to get it to stiffen up, you have to spray it with like Stiffy or, some Mod Podge watered down, or, you have to spray it with something to stiffen it up so it'll hold its shape. And that's just a little too much work than I'm willing to put in.
Love the talking Minerva. Minerva? Is that what it says?
Where? I don't see.
Right here.
I don't know what Minerva is.
I don't know either. What do you think about the Bible being taught as a history class? I heard it would be an elective. I think it's a good idea. I mean, there's a lot of history within the Bible. I mean, if you were to, you have to kind of take it as it is, as a book of history, and not take it for the theology part of it or the religious part of it, and just look at it as the history part of it.
Yeah.
I think that class would go okay. But I think the minute you kind of get the religious aspect and the theology aspect, and I think that's where you might run into some issues. But I mean, if they can get away with it and teaching it at face value as a kind of a history kind of book, I think it'd be fantastic. But yeah, what is the history on gingham? I am gonna look up the history on gingham, because everyone's giving me lip about me not being able to not calling it gingham. So I will look up where gingham comes from. I did find out, though, that back in the 30s and 20s, back in rural areas, mommies were making dresses for their daughters out of flour sacks. And there was one company that found this out. Therefore, they started making their fabric sacks with different designs, because back then they were using them to be made for clothing for little girls. So therefore, they were allowing them to have fabric choices.
That's awesome.
So
I did not know that. That's kind of cool, actually.
Debbie, I don't know why our picture keeps blurring for some of you and it doesn't for others. So it may be a Facebook thing. I apologize. Did you make or buy the carrots? She bought the carrots.
So here we go. We've got ribbon all the way around and all the ties. So at this point, I'm going to attach the head. And I'm going to use some pipe cleaners.
How do you choose your ribbon colors? I've had a hard time with that. So yeah, that's just one of those ones where you just plug it in there. If it looks good,
Answered like a man.
you know, what?
Nothing.
Plug it in there. If it looks good, go with it. If it doesn't feel right, then don't go with it. And kind of play with your ribbons as far as combinations, just to see how it makes you feel. If you feel like it's good, then stick with it and go with it. If it doesn't feel right, then don't go with it. Or you can take Melissa's word for it and tell you properly how a creative designer would say it.
You just want to try to match your ribbon to the pieces that you're using in the wreath. So, you know, I'm doing this. You won't want to use anything with like pink or purple in it. You want to keep your ribbon to, you know, the same color family. And if you're ever, you know, questioning yourself, buy yourself a color wheel and use the color wheel to help you decide.
Minerva said there's too much talking. Which one's Minerva?
I haven't seen Minerva.
I haven't seen that one.
Well, unfortunately, we do some chatting on here. If you want, you know, no chatting, you pay for a private group, basically. So I have run pipe cleaners. I don't know if just lighting through the back. Okay, and that's how I'm going to attach it to the wreath. And I stand up and I look over the top because I want to find the right placement for my head. Excuse me. So once you find where you want him to lay, you're going to run the pipe cleaner down through to the base. And you can push it through the mesh. You don't have to be precise and go around things. You just have to get it through. And that's proving to be a little difficult at this point because this mesh is so stinking thick. Man, look at my shirt. There's burlap all over it. Looks like
Was it a single layer of mesh you used in each twist? Yes.
Well, no.
Oh, never mind.
We used a 20-inch ruffle on the bottom, and then we put a 10-inch ruffle of the frayed edge mesh on top of that.
I'm going to be working trying to attempt to be 8th grade and high school. I know that it's kids' behavior, but if it was anything like my teachers were when 8th grade, I don't think I have an issue. I don't think it'd just be kind of like the paper trail kind of thing. If you want to act up in my class, well then, guess what? I'm going to waste your time if you're going to waste mine. Mm-hmm. There's Saturday school. So I have no qualms coming in on a Saturday and teaching your child if they don't want to listen during the regular class time. Mm-hmm. So there's detention as well and all that. So if a student wants to waste my time, I will surely waste his time.
All right.
And if they play a sports, then I just talk to the coach and let them know that, that student won't be able to play because they felt that they didn't have to listen to me.
He gets passionate about this, you guys. All right, so I don't tie him down all the way at first because I have to make sure he's placed right. So I will go in and I will move mesh around, move ribbon around, kind of place things as I need to around his head before I tie him down all the way.
You know you're all gonna look up gingham as soon as you get there. Oh yes,
Yeah.
I am. What type of ribbon do you prefer, satin or what?
I like canvas and burlap ribbon just because they're thick and they really do what you want them to do most of the time. Thinner ribbon, even if it's wired, you know, kind of has a mind of its own, but the thicker canvas style ribbons really hold their shape well. Okay, so I think my bunny is sitting about where I like him. And I am a habitual fluffer. I'm sorry guys, I get carried away fluffing. All right, so here he is so far. Woo, woo, woo.
Trying to get to some of the questions that got everybody just started hitting them. Let's see. Oh, okay, Minerva Perez. Look at everyone. You don't like the chit chat? Then there are plenty other wreath people out there that don't chat and talk as much as I do.
I don't think I'm gonna use this.
You can go ahead and go for it, or you can share it, let the live in, go back and rewind it, and fast forward all the parts that are chit chatting. That's fine. It's not gonna bother me, but I enjoy being with you guys every live and talking and chatting with you guys. Next time I'm gonna make sure I have my cup of coffee so we can do it. But again, not everybody's cup of tea. So it is what it is, and I ain't gonna lose sleep over it.
You don't gotta be so mean.
I wasn't being mean. Was I being mean? I don't think I was. I was being truthful.
I think I might put in this green polka dot, you guys. I'm having a tough time. I want to do a bigger bow, like an accent bow. But I don't know if I should do the orange polka dot or the green polka dot.
Alicia, oh, how sweet. You're making my birthday present. Yeah, I'm still waiting for my my birthday sweet stuff that you're supposed to be baking for me, you know, Mrs. Baking Person.
I like that.
Colleen, I know I've been going back and forth with the focusing, and it's not us. I'm not sure why it's doing it. So again, I'm sorry. Swipe to the right if you don't like it. Live talk, totally gorgeous. We enjoy it. No, JC was not mean. No, you're not mean. This is not mean. Don't change a thing. You both rock, and the wreath is awesome.
Thank
she was
you.
no, not mean at all. That's not being mean. I enjoy your lives.
Thank you.
If it's free, they want to pay for private class, and it would just be learning only. I love the talking and learning if you don't move on. No, you're not mean. No, straight to the point is always good. Can't please everyone. Be yourselves. We enjoyed the chit chat. Cut to the quick like Damon. No BS. Love that. Love your chit chatting. Thank you for sharing. Who, me? It was blurry twice. Come bring my boys to me, and I will make you sweeties.
Aww.
Ah. Alright, you got yourself a deal there, Alicia. Alicia, if you guys see Alicia, that's my cousin. Her and I are 10 years apart, so I'm 37, so that only tells you how old she is.
They share the same birthday, though, so she just had her birthday, too.
She's getting close. Getting close to that 3-0.
So funny.
Don't worry. I'm gonna make 40 look good.
You're a mess. Wow, this ribbon is so stiff. Where are my floral wire? I think they're under here.
Roxanne Ward, this is the most fun I've had watching a wreath tutorial.
Thank
I am
you.
glad I can make this fun for y'all.
Guys, we just want to have fun and get to know everybody, and I guess make some friends.
I need friends.
You need friends. Oh, all right. So I'm just adding like a little accent bow. This ribbon is super thick and super stiff. This is how I sliced my finger open on floral wire last week, trying to tie it off. All right.
Guadalupe, we're going to work on that lighting. I think we're going to have to probably maybe kill one of the lights and see if that works. But I think this
Well, what happens is I set them up originally when we first get into our workshop, and it's cold out here. There's no heat. We heat by propane. So when we first turn on the lights, they're really dim. They have to have time to warm up. And since I set up the camera angle and everything to those first lights. I think that's been our issue. We might need to give it a little while and let the lights warm up.
Alicia says, I'll take 30 over 40. Haha, Melissa, that looks so sweet, so cute.
Aw, thank you.
Happy birthday, Alicia and JC. Don't change a thing. I love what y'all do and love y'all talking to us. Makes me feel like I'm there with you. And that is our point.
Yeah.
That is exactly why we do what we do. That's why I enjoy doing it. Yeah. We are family, brothers and sisters, are we? Yes, we are. You guys come to Owensboro and I'll take you to the Moonlight to eat.
Oh, fabulous.
Sweet. I don't love when people offer
food.
People can tell fake people right away. You both are not fake.
Nope. We're just
We are what you see is what you get, whether we're here on video or on live or in real persons, but this is who you're going to get.
Goofiness and all. Alright. I am just positioning things. Okay, I think I'm going to do a couple other...
Sheila, you're sitting... We're in Kentucky where it's about 20 degrees, so wherever you must be warm if you're able to sit there with your front door open.
Yeah, I'm a little jealous, I have to say. Oh, this ribbon is so stinking stiff.
We're going to be going, probably after this, I'm going to be running back to our bedroom to go turn on the heated blanket so we can have some warmth in the bed tonight because it's going to be cold.
Yes, sir.
You tell it like it is, JC. That's why I like watching you. Ah, my kind of people. Dutch word gingham, Malay's word ganag means stripe. 17th century changed it to gingham. Ha! Now I don't have to look it up now.
That's the history. Thank you.
Thank you, Denise. I fit right in with y'all, Rhonda. And that's enough. Your vibe is your tribe.
That's
the wreath
right.
is beautiful. Beautiful. Hi from Miss. Love it. So cute. 83 degrees today.
Oh, y'all lucky.
Ua, Arizona. 26 is from Mexico. Oh, wow.
Oh, Mexico's cold, huh?
Get a little space heater.
We do. We have a propane heater going on, and I have a little space heater.
Mom says moonlight is a barbecue. Woo! Barbecue.
Oh, we've been looking for some good barbecue.
Kathy Williams, I thought you were going to be on the sofa. Kathy, come on now.
Aw, let's
You think this face is going to be on the sofa for... No. No.
Oh, you're so funny. All right.
Watching from Idaho, the wreath is beautiful. South Florida.
Thank you.
Yuma, 26... Oh, she's from Yuma, 26 miles from Mexico.
Oh, gotcha.
Melissa, I have bought some placements for the back of my wreath. I love it. Thank you for an awesome tip.
Oh, you're very welcome. I am so glad I could share that with you guys.
Come to NC for barbecue. Hey, so one of these days, Melissa and I are going to probably get an RV, pack up the boys, and because of my history nerdiness, we'll probably go to all these different places where they have history. Along the way, we know that we have such great people out there in Facebook land that, would love to just meet up with you guys, see some of your guys' projects, or, just to chit-chat and have some coffee.
Just have dinner. Have a glass of wine and a good steak or something.
Oh, steak. I could use a good steak.
Are any of you guys going to do the convention in June? The Wreath Makers Live convention? If you are, let us know, and we'll arrange to meet up with you guys while we're there.
Love the bow. What are the measurements?
14 inches and 20 inches.
That sounds fun.
Yeah, just let us know if you guys want to meet up.
Come to Philadelphia, home of the next Super Bowl winners, and I'll take you out for a great dinner. Wow, Katie! Wow,
those are some bold words.
Bold words on that one. And I think I'm not a Patriots fan. No way.
We're Niners fans.
I'm 100% red and gold. I bleed it right all the way through. Vicky Martin, I couldn't get a ticket, but I live here in Fort Worth. All right, Vicky.
Shoot us a message. I'm not saying that we'll be able to get away from the motel and everything, but if we can swing it, for those that live in the Fort Worth area, if we can swing it, we can meet up. No promises, but I can see what I can put together.
See, this is what happens when you get family that comes on. I got Alicia and I got Nikki. Nikki, so does my cousin actually do anything or just wants his pretty face on the camera? Again, pretty face on the camera. That's what I'm here for.
He's the one who keeps everybody entertained while I'm trying to figure out what ribbons I'm going to use over here.
We got two people out there that live in Fort Worth, Rhonda and Vicky.
Well, yeah, if y'all want to try to meet up, send me a message. And, you know, as time gets closer, I don't even know if I'll know the itinerary until we get there, but we can always try to make something work.
All I know is I'm going for moral support. Probably going to play some golf.
He's going to golf with a bunch of the husbands that are going. I think they've got two teams of 4 that are already planning to go golfing as soon as we get there.
And of course, you know, they have this, stockyard. I'm probably going to go check out I will probably, if I can, go check out some of the history museums down there.
Yeah.
I know that's Fort Worth, a very history-rich place, so I will definitely be going to check that out. And it's also our anniversary weekend as well.
Yes, it'll be our 12-year anniversary, and on the 8th, the conference is the 15th and 16th. Our anniversary is the 17th or 18th, and my birthday is the 19th. So we're going to celebrate a little bit while we're there.
Sylvia Mika says su casa in Pinehurst, Texas.
Oh, gracias.
There's lots of history here. See, or we could all meet y'all at the hotel.
You totally could.
Yes, we will definitely get a message going with y'all and meet up.
Just if you guys are interested, message us, and we will maybe start like a group chat or something so we can keep in touch.
You'd love the stockyards. So I was right.
Okay, I'm trying to decide if I'm going to use... Oh, here's what the accent bows look like, guys. So I'll hold it up a little closer so you guys can see.
Ashley, we miss you guys. I miss you too, Ashley. Nikki, when will we be coming to Alabama? Soon, I hope.
So I'm trying to decide if I want to use one of these carrots or not. I really, really like it. But I didn't heat up my glue gun.
Denise, some of the people who teach groups are having shirts made so the teams will meet each other and meet up. Happy early anniversary. We'll be celebrating ours on the 11th, 13 years strong. Congratulations, Tiffany. Where did the ribbon come from?
Craft Outlet.
Craft Outlet.
Actually, all of it came from Craft Outlet except for this one, and this one came from Trees and Trends.
Yes, add the carrots. Use the carrots.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out placement. I've got everything so full here.
What are the carrots made of? Looks like yarn.
No, it's not yarn. It's I don't know. It's really hard. The tips.
Oh yeah, it's a carrot.
The tips are raffia, but this, I don't know. I'll get it really close and let you see. It's really hard.
Well, it's foam in the inside.
Yeah.
So it's just whatever it is wrapped with foam. So it's a cone.
It almost looks like a type of this natural wire that's spray painted orange and wrapped around a piece of foam. That's what it really looks like.
What length did you cut the thick green ribbon for the bows?
20 and 14.
Yes, add the carrots. Unwrapped raffia. What's raffia?
This stuff.
Another one of those like gingham things?
I don't know.
Why is it called raffia?
I don't know why it's called raffia. It's just called raffia.
So we're going with it just because everyone says
just
it.
because.
Okay.
That's right. Amen.
Did they come from the Craft Outlet? Yes. Loving the wreaths. Have to go. Have a great weekend, guys. Sylvia, thank you for joining us. Stay tuned. We may be coming back again tomorrow. So if you can join us again tomorrow night, please do. If not, catch some of the replays, and thank you for joining us.
I don't really know how I want to place the carrots, guys.
Trees and Trends or Trendy Tree?
Trees and Trends. Trees and the letter N, Trends. So Trees and Trends.
Let's see. I made the carrots out of aluminum foil and wrapped in twine. That's what it is. It's twine.
Okay.
There you go. Why can't I just say twine? Why's it got to be raffia?
The ribbon that fell apart came from Trees and Trends as well. And as you can see, here, let me just cut off
Yes,
a
the
swatch
carrots The carrots came from Craft Outlet.
No, the carrots came from Trees and Trends.
Oh, never mind. God, quit undermining what I'm saying then.
So here's the ribbon from Trees and Trends that fell apart. And you just have to just ever so gently touch the edge and it comes undone. So, I mean, I can probably take, these edges off and use this, but it's not wired. But yeah, that's kind of disappointed because I really, really loved this print. Look at that. Look how awesome that print is. But, all right, guys, I will put all the carrots in a little later. What's up?
Where is it? Oh, Wendy. My husband says raffia is catnip for women.
I love it. That's awesome. I don't know if this is where I'm going to leave the carrots, guys.
One carrot only, maybe?
Yeah, that's what I don't know. If I do the 1 carrot maybe here. Because
odds. Keep it odds.
I don't know. I'll hold it up and let you guys tell me. What do y'all think if I just
Night,
put the
Wendy.
1 carrot?
Thanks for joining us. Tammy says add them as a bunch.
I would. It's just, it's so full. And this mesh that I used, yeah, there's a lot of it.
Oh, okay. Thank you for the history lesson. Raffia is named after the raffia palm. The fiber of the palm is what is used. Oh.
Hey, we've all gotten an education.
Learn something new every night.
All right, guys. So I'm going to leave it, leave the carrots off for now. I may go in and add them later, but we've been on here a little bit, and I didn't want to make this a 2-hour live tonight.
Personally, I like 24 carats. Oh, Deb.
Ooh.
I see what you did there. I see what you did there.
So,
1. Mom says 1.
So if I do
cute.
1, it will go right here. So if I do just the 1 carat, here's going to be what I do. And that'll probably be what I add at the end. But I didn't heat up my glue gun. I forgot. I'm sorry. So I'm not going to make you guys sit here and wait for my glue gun to heat just to attach a carrot. So here's what it's going to look like.
Oh, okay.
A very simple, easy, rustic Easter wreath that is just so stinking cute, y'all.
Yeah, everyone's saying 1 with the carrot. Mom says it's perfect.
Okay, I will go back and I'll add just the 1 carrot. I'm going to add it here as soon as I can get some glue heated up. And I'll take pictures. If you guys are interested, if you want to purchase this, it'll be in the Etsy shop in a couple hours.
The Etsy shop is, give the name?
Etsy.com/shop/Halo Creative Designs. And if you don't want to put all that in your browser, you can just go to Etsy and open the app and type in Halo Creative Designs and hit shops, and it'll populate us, and you can find us that way.
Let's see, beautiful. Let's see, can you show the back of the wreath?
I will show the back of the wreath, yes. I will finish this
With a placemat.
with a placemat. Here, I'll show you.
Ooh, right in the face.
I don't have one to match perfectly right now.
Oh, don't worry, Emma. Those blankets will be turned on.
But here is how I will finish the back. It will all be covered. I'll put a hanger on here so the customer will know exactly where they're to hang it. And then I'll put a business card right here for future in case they want to place another order. They've got all my information in one place. So this is it, guys. I hope you enjoyed.